The King and the Queen of the Belgians begin their 2-day state visit to Germany. Prince Albert II of Monaco witnesses a signing agreement in Port Hucul. The Princess of Wales opens a new children's surgery unit in London. And Crown Prince Frederik of Denmark attends a COP28 in Dubai. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Tuesday, December 5th, 2023. His Royal Highness Crown Prince Frederik of Denmark, accompanied by the Danish Minister for Climate, Energy and Utilities, Mr. Lars Uggaard, began their 2-day visit to Dubai. The purpose of the visit is to participate in the United Nations Climate Conference, commonly known as COP28, in Expo City, Dubai. According to the Danish Royal Court, the Crown Prince, the Minister, and a large Danish delegation consisting of various companies and ministers, quote, through panel debates, speeches, and activities at the Danish Pavilion, the delegation will focus on how Danish companies in, among other areas, solar energy, offshore wind energy, and green technology can help the world reduce CO2 emissions, end quote. This afternoon, the Crown Prince and the Danish Minister for Climate Change of Denmark, Mr. Thomas Anker Christensen, participated in the conference entitled Small Island Developing States, a Just and Equitable Energy Transition Towards a Climate-Resilient Future. The 39 small island developing states, which includes the Cook Islands and Tuvalu, are a group of low-lying island nations that are vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. The objective of the event is to emphasize the development and progress of the small island developing states countries. In the late afternoon, the Crown Prince gave the opening speech during the conference entitled How to Decarbonize the Hard-to-Abate Sectors, organized by 4 Danish companies. In the evening, the Crown Prince attended a reception organized by the Danish Embassy in the UAE. During the event, the Crown Prince gave a speech that focused on Denmark as a pioneering green country. On Monday, Her Royal Highness Princess Benedikte of Denmark attended the Holmens Church annual Christmas concert entitled Jul i Holmens in Copenhagen. On Monday morning, Their Majesties King Carl Gustaf and Queen Sylvia of Sweden, His Royal Highness Prince Daniel of Sweden, and their Royal Highnesses Prince Carl Philip and Princess Sophia of Sweden received a presentation of the 2023 Nobel laureates and their achievements from members of the Nobel Foundation at the Royal Palace. In the evening, Their Majesties King Carl Gustaf and Queen Sylvia of Sweden and His Royal Highness Prince Daniel of Sweden hosted a diplomatic reception at the Royal Palace. The reception was attended by ambassadors from the People's Republic of China, the State of Libya, and the Oriental Republic of Uruguay. In London, Her Royal Highness, the Princess of Wales, officially opened the Evelina London's new Children's Day Surgery Unit this afternoon. The Princess has been patron of Evelina London since 2018. According to Buckingham Palace, the new facility will transform care for children and young people who need surgery by providing everything they need in one place, delivering a family-focused experience that will enable the organization to treat up to an additional 2,300 children a year. Housed in a state-of-the-art Children's Day Treatment Center, the unit has 2 brand-new operating theaters. Families will benefit from a 1-day service with pre-surgery checks, the operation, and recovery all taking place seamlessly in one purposely designed space on the same day. During the visit, the Princess was given a tour of the new unit and spent time meeting with staff, patients, and their families. Meanwhile, His Majesty King Charles III of the United Kingdom attended an Advent service and Christmas reception at the Coptic Orthodox Church Centre UK in Stevenage. After the service, the King met with volunteers from the church's ministries and members of the Coptic Orthodox Church congregation. The King also unveiled a commemorative plaque and planted a tree. And had a good time. I love him. His Serene Highness, Prince Albert II of Monaco, witnessed the signing between the Principality of Monaco and the Amaury Sport Organization at the Yacht Club de Monaco in Port Hercule. The ASO is the organizer of the Tour de France. The last stage of the Tour de France 2024 will take place on Sunday, July 21st, and will, quote, take the form of an unprecedented individual time trial between the Principality of Monaco and Nice, France. Today's historic agreement was signed by the Minister of the State of the Principality of Monaco, Mr. Pierre Dartout, and the Director of the Tour de France, Mr. Christian Prudhomme. This morning, Their Majesties King Philippe and Queen Mathilde of the Belgians, accompanied by a large Belgian delegation, began their 3-day state visit to the Federal Republic of Germany at the invitation of the President, Frank-Walter Steinmeier. According to the Belgian Royal Court, the purpose of the state visit, which will take place in Berlin and in Dresden in the state of Saxony, is to strengthen bilateral cooperation in energy transition, European strategic autonomy, new technologies and microelectronics, regional development, space, social integration, and culture. The state visit began at the Berlin Brandenburg Airport, where Their Majesties were warmly welcomed by government officials. Thereafter, Their Majesties arrived at Schloss Bellevue, where they were warmly welcomed by the President of the Federal Republic of Germany, Mr. Frank-Walter Steinmeier, and the First Lady, Elke. After a brief photo op for the press and the signing of the Book of Honor, Their Majesties visited the Brandenburg Gate. This was followed by a visit to the Neue Wache Memorial, a tribute to the victims of war and violence. While there, Their Majesties placed a wreath and held a moment of silence. The day ended with a lavish gala state banquet at Schloss Bellevue, hosted by the President in honor of Their Majesties' historic visit. Guests included members of the Belgian delegation, German government representatives, and distinguished guests. In Mamers, His Royal Highness Grand Duke Henri of Luxembourg visited the company High-Tech Luxembourg this afternoon. According to the Cour Grand Ducal, the company is a, quote, major player in the communication and data measurement solution sector in Luxembourg and around the world, end quote. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the ruler of Abu Dhabi, accompanied by a UAE delegation, participated in the 44th session of the Gulf Cooperation Council, Supreme Council, in Doha, Qatar. According to a press release, the summit, inaugurated by His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Emir of Qatar, quote, addressed ways to build upon the historical cooperation and joint work between the GCC nations to achieve the aspirations of their people. The meeting also covered key regional and international developments and joint efforts in this regard, end quote. On Monday in London, Their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Pavlos and Crown Princess Marie Chantal of Greece attended the 2023 Fashion Awards presented by Pandora at the Royal Albert Hall. And finally, in Munich, His Royal Highness Prince Ludwig of Bavaria participated in the conference entitled, Is Our Democracy in Danger? The conference, held on the occasion of the Bavarian Constitution Day, Democracy Day, discussed the, quote, current challenges for democracy, including digital manipulation. The event provided space for an important dialogue on the current challenges of democracy in our digital era while honoring those who stand up for democratic values, end quote. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I will be back tomorrow on Wednesday, December 6th, with all the latest royal news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful afternoon and a great day tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Okay, again, have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.